And welcome to the Division Showdown versus the San Antonio Black Knights and the Omaha Pioneers. These two teams scraping the bottom of the barrel, looking to get out as the Pioneers will be playing in the Black Knights arena here. Hold on a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, but this game set to be a brilliant one. The Black Knights and the Lumberjacks, of course, like I said, in the same conference. They are in the what I like to call the MNFC West. Of course, that meaning the multinational football conference. This is set to be a good one in the West for certain. The Omaha Pioneers flew all this way, and we'll see if they're disappointed or if they're happy with what they got here. Now, the last game that I put out, I had my commentator buddy Ice Storm. He said that he wasn't gonna do this one, so I'm left for um my own. But with that being said, want to remind everybody once again to just go subscribe to the channel. We could easily get 50 subscribers with the views that we have now. So if you're watching this, you like the content, you want to support it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and sooner than I lost what I was gonna say. All right, we will be able to live stream once we get to 50 subscribers. So heavily encourage that as we will get this one underway. Omaha, San Antonio. Coming right up. So Omaha will go ahead and kick it to the Black Knights, who will return it at the 4-yard line. And it'll be stopped just before the 25 to the 24. And we'll get our first look at Kyler Murray. Now, a little bit of a preview of what he was. 144 yards, a touchdown, and an interception for him in week 1. He aims to get those stats up, as it'll end up being 1st and 10 at the 24. Kyler Murray looking to throw, passes caught, and 9 yards on the first gain. So starting off pretty good as far as the chunk play goes. Good blocks, and Connor gets to the outside where he's got a first down and a gain of 9. So James Conner getting started with his runs, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Handoff for James Conner. Excuse me. Omaha and San Antonio. It's a pretty good rivalry, I'll say that much, as the pass is complete to the receiver there. Couldn't exactly tell who caught that one, as Connor will be stopped in the backfield, or actually at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 4th and short for the Black Knights. So pretty good stop right there for the Pioneers. And this kick is going to be what I would assume to be a pretty good one, and he'll angle it pretty good, pretty decent at the 11-yard line. Matthew Stafford coming out now for the Pioneers, formerly a Ram with 20-30 completion to incompletion ratio. And one of the candidates before this season even started for the passing leaders, as that play is stopped almost immediately. So brilliantly played by the Black Knights. This secondary for the Black Knights is something to be concerned about, though, as this defensive end crushes it. Throwing is going to be incomplete. A deep shot there for Matthew Stafford, trying to get this one off of the 11-yard line. Can't do it there, as it'll be third down. Pioneers look to throw. Passes caught by Cooper Kupp, and he'll have a first down at the 22-yard line. So that was a pretty nice read there to end up getting him out of harm's way. So now with the breathing room at the 22-yard line, we'll see what they can do, as the Pioneers are going to get it off to Cooper Kupp again, and Matthew Stafford building that connection with Cooper Kupp as the season goes on. We'll look at that relationship and see how it goes, as Devontae Adams goes in motion. The throw will be caught, and it'll be 6 yards. That's Higbee for a gain of 6. And now an empty set for Matthew Stafford and the Pioneers. Trips at the bottom of the screen. There's a pass. It's caught, and it'll be first down at the 49-yard line. And the rookie wide receiver just a few years ago, he's now coming into that MNFL veteranhood. Not exactly considered a rookie anymore, but that pass right there will get him to the 35-yard line. But as I was saying, Puka Nacua is certainly going to be a player to watch as this season goes on as well. So be sure to look at that wide receiver core for the Pioneers as we go through. The pass right there caught by Puka Nacua for 7 yards. Makes it 2nd and 3 inside the 30. And another empty set for the Pioneers. Matthew Stafford looking to throw. Stafford slings it, caught inside the 10. Can he shake off the tackles? And no, he cannot. Inside the 5-yard line to the 3. It'll be a first and goal Pioneers, and they will be likely to be the first ones to score a touchdown here. Handoff and touchdown! Pioneers! Williams getting in the end zone, and that will be the first rushing touchdown, I believe, for the Pioneers as a team in the MNFL. And the Pioneers getting off to a good start, as this is going to be a defensive game, I can just tell. I mean, with the struggle going down the field, I mean, they do end up getting 7 to make it a 7-0 ball game. But here is a good return from the Black Knights, and we have an injury for one of the Pioneers, so they'll be looking at him on the sidelines, trying to see what's wrong. Look to be working on his leg, maybe his thighs there. So James Conner will take this one for a first down. James Conner coming out like a cannonball out of a cannon, as it'll be first down at the 48. Murray goes under center, and Connor goes in for a gain of 5, and he has good capabilities of being a good running back in this league, especially with the relocation aspect of it, as Murray looking to throw, and he goes down. Kyler Murray is stomped in the backfield. Bobby Brown, the third, takes him down, and man, what pressure right there. Has 3 defenders back there looking to get him down, including Fisk, as it'll be third and long now for the Black Knights. Murray looking to throw. He got the slip screen, and that will be wrapped up immediately, as it'll be 4th and 15. So James Conner couldn't break off that tackle. And now we're sitting here awaiting the punt the second time for the Black Knights. So far in this first quarter, they have not done well in terms of ball carrying. I mean, certainly can't get anything right now. 4-man rush for the Black Knights, and it pays off. Wilson Sr. reading that play perfectly, as the running back in Kyron Williams was trying to get to the outside right there. He will now, and it'll be 6 yards. So 3rd and 4 for the Pioneers. 20 seconds left in the first quarter, so this is likely to be our last play. Stafford throws, and it's dropped, incomplete. Looking for Nakua there. Way to get on that one by Murphy Bunning. What I would consider a skilled back out of the Black Knights locker room. Or I'm sorry, the Pioneers locker room, and we have an injury for Hocht. I want to say that's his name. Sorry if I'm butchering that one horribly, but it will be 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff to James Conner, and that will be our final play of the first quarter. The Pioneers rushing down the field, and Kyron Williams with a touchdown. Meanwhile, Tyler Murray struggling in the backfield. They're looking for him to do his thing, as he did with the Cardinals back when, we were looking at the NFL standpoint, as Connor will take off and have a first down at the 30-yard line. James Conner doing pretty good right now for the Black Knights. And he doesn't seem to be a problem. The problem seems to be coming from a lack of passing partners for the the Black Knights. So he just gets the heavy workload, and Williams to bring him down there, as it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Black Knights. Now Murray goes out, and he has a first down and 5 yards more. at the 45-yard line. So that's kind of what Murray does. He's one of those scrambling quarterbacks. Obviously, with his height, his weight, he is able to take off extremely fast. As the Black Knights looking to see him do it again. And a fumble! And what I'm getting is the Pioneers receive the fumble, and they do. Fisk comes out with the ball. And the Pioneers getting to the ball there. What a excellent play here. Fisk diving in the pile. He comes out with the football, and the 48-yard line is now in possession of the Pioneers right now. So Kyron Williams tries to take off in a brilliant form tackle to stop what could have been a huge run as he had blockers out in front. Nothing on the line, though, as it'll be 2nd and 8 at the 45 in enemy territory. Cooper Kupp going down to the bottom of the screen, and Puka Nacua getting the first down for the Pioneers. And it'll be first down for the Pioneers here. Looking to run is Kyron Williams, and he'll pick up one. The Pioneers not exactly up to scoring quickly here. More strategic anyways to just wait out clock and make this one, kind of your own game in a sense, as it'll be 3rd and 4 at the 29-yard line. And a fake handoff by Stafford. He appears to be looking deep. He'll throw sideline, and this one will go incomplete. So 4th and 4, Williams was the man in coverage. Closest man in coverage, I guess I should say. And this one will be about 46 yards, and he will nail it. That is Carty for the field goal, and the Pioneers go up 10-0 over the Black Knights. So the Black Knights still have yet to respond, and they have plenty of time before the second half. That tackle sending the defender end over end, and Kyler Murray. Talk about defenders with him, and he might have a little PTSD from all the tackles he's had in the backfield as of this game, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Black Knights. Of course, the Black Knights looking to throw here, and the pass is caught. Rare occurrence, as it'll be 1st and 10. Marvin Harrison Jr. picking up the first down. The rookie out of Ohio State. He seems like he's going to be a very talented wide receiver. And James Conner with 10 rushes so far in just this first half. So they got to be careful with how much they use them. They'll use them again here. And it'll pick up 3 to make it 3rd and just a little bit over the medium. It's 3rd and 6. So Kyler Murray looking to throw. He'll get this one off to Marvin Harrison Jr. And Jr. was what, scouts, I believe, would have said a very highly favored receiver in terms of the contested catching area, as James Conner will go ahead and get 3 here. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Black Knights. Murray to hand off to Connor once again, and he'll pick up 6, and it'll be 3rd and short. Connor getting the heavy workload right now from the Cardinals as Murray goes under center. You can only imagine what's going to happen here. And Connor gets a first down once again for the Black Knights, and the Pioneers starting to let their guard down, and the Black Knights taking advantage of it as Connor is, like I said, just getting a huge workload right now as the 2-minute warning finally gives him a break and the rest of the team's starters a break, as it'll be the 2-minute warning. Here is 2nd and 10 from Murray, and he is smacked on that one. That was Wilson who tried to go up and catch that. It just didn't seem to sit right, and that was deflected sideways. Could have been a very different story. I believe that's Buda Baker on the deflection there, and San Antonio was content with making it a touchdown game as they'll try to get this one from 40, and it will be a field goal knocked down for the Black Knights as we go ahead and get this one back to Omaha. Pioneers still with a lot of time remaining. What they choose to do with it is completely up to them, as the Pioneers have been a favorite in this matchup so far, and especially on paper, they look to be the better team when you look at, their wide receiver core and their QB situation, as Kyron Williams will go ahead and push to make it 3rd and 2. So here is Matthew Stafford looking to throw. Big throw down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Just knocked out of his receiver's hands. And it'll be 4th and 2. That's number 15 once again. Sorry, I don't know his name, but I'll learn him as I go along here in this league, as James Conner has 15 rushes, 50 yards, no tutties so far. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. So, Kyler Murray steps up. He runs, and it's going to be a first down. Remember, he had the fumble down near the red zone, or in the red zone, excuse me, just a little earlier. Hoping not to repeat that. And oh no, it's not Marvin Harrison. That is the Wilson kid we talked about earlier. He got hit pretty hard there too. So bringing the physicality to that receiver, and that is deflected at the line. Big plays coming out of number 48 right there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 at the 32-yard line. And this throw picked off. Pioneers could go all the way with it. It's a foot race, and Kyler Murray will get him. Kobe Durant with the interception. And he goes and gets a well-needed pick to assert dominance in this divisional game. Here, as the Pioneers have been pretty well off in this matchup. Certainly great defense, as we saw there. Of course, the Black Knights have the same thing, but the Pioneers are going to get in for a touchdown. Cooper Kupp getting his first touchdown of the game. And Matthew Stafford dropping it off to him at the 10. He takes it all the way for that touchdown there. And it is looking to be a very good game for the Pioneers. I mean, talk about a commanding lead against your division rival. I mean, you're talking 17-3. Two possession heading into the second half isn't usually a very good one. Very good good deficit to be fought against, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Black Knights as they try to come out and do something. And I assume Murray will just be throwing the rest of these to make up for his lack of production, as this pass is caught 7 yards the gain. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line. And this throw will be a first down. No huddle right here. An interesting choice for San Antonio. They may just be looking to take it into the half, but seeing what they could get first. And there's a sack. They'll finally call the timeout with a second left. And it looks like it's going to be a Hail Mary play. Murray launching this one deep, and it's going to be incomplete. And that is how we'll end the first half. 17-3, the Pioneers with the commanding lead to start off. The Black Knights, of course, not doing too well right now. We'll take a look at the games around the league. The Thunderbirds and Aviators, a 10-7 matchup, as we already know. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown, Goff with a touchdown and an interception. And we move to a game done recently, Oakland Elks and the Condors. Elks just come too short of having a moment to celebrate, and the Columbus Bulls and Bisons set to be later on this week. And Kyron Williams showing himself in this matchup what he can be, as Cooper Kupp, not letting us forget about him neither. And Omaha is set to take the second half kickoff, as they'll return this one from inside the 10 and get it to the 27. So, Kyron Williams, 2 targets, 2 receptions, only 33 yards. No touchdowns quite yet, so hoping to add that touchdown to the scoreboard. And, of course, his stat sheet, as Cooper Kupp, who's already got a touchdown, makes the hard catch on the sideline. And it'll be 8 yards. Matthew Stafford goes under center. Here, handoff is faked. Stafford launches this one deep, and it's caught! Touchdown! Holy Toledo Pioneers! DeMarcus Robinson with a striking catch against the Black Knights corner there. You talk about a way to start off this second half, and that is certainly one way to do it against their divisional opponent. Wanting to keep them at the bottom of the barrel in the MNFC West. 2 plays, 73 yards, and a 38-second run by the Pioneers. So the plays certainly catching up now, as Omaha is going to get him down at the 20, and Atwell goes out for the Pioneers. So at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Black Knights, as James Conner will get this ball once again. 16 rushes, 50 yards. It's not looking good. Not looking good for James Conner. I mean, you certainly want him to get those stats up, but I mean, 16 rushes. This guy, that's his first rush in the first half, but Kyler Murray easily taking the workload there, as he'll get first down with his legs at the 47. And that is going to be a penalty against the Black Knights. They're calling them for that. I saw the defense move first, so I mean, no bias, but that's just what I saw, as Connor will take off with the ball, and it will get 9 yards on the carry as they get into enemy territory. San Antonio needing a couple of scores now that the Pioneers have put their name up early on the scoring in the second half, as it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Black Knights, looking to throw, and that is incomplete. Great coverage by the Pioneers, and with a deficit like this, you almost just wonder if you go for it to get immediately back into this one. They won't here, but just something to think about heading forward, as Matthew Stafford on fire today. Definitely puts his name up for passing leaders with that catch. Cooper Kupp with a touchdown, which means now that the Pioneers and the Black Knights, well, Black Knights have certainly increased Stafford's stat sheet, and they'll look to throw here. It's going to be incomplete. It'll be Higbee. He's looking for a flag, none given, as it'll be 2nd and 10 now. They having PTSD from the last time they had 2nd down, plus that play action. They're going deep again, and oh my. If it weren't for the 3 defenders down there, I think he would have caught that. That was another deep shot on 2nd down. I was just getting ready to say that I would have taken the... Oh my goodness! Every time I start to speak, Puka Nakua does something. I mean, take a look at that. Stafford actually fits this one in beautifully over the defender's head. It finishes at the hip of Puka Nakua, but he'll catch it and make it first down inside enemy territory to the 46, and a measure of revenge coming there for San Antonio, their first sack of this game. Stafford and the Pioneers have had it all too well against this team, and maybe a little bit of humbling coming there. Stafford has certainly made the Black Knights question their secondary help in this game, as it'll be 2nd and 18 now. This pass is deflected and at the line. Incomplete there. We're going to give 98 credit for the deflection, as it'll be 3rd and 18 now. So 3rd and way long. Stafford throws, passes caught. Puka Nakua is going to take it for a first down. So an crazy turn of events there. Black Knights thought they had him, And Puka Nakua takes that ball and basically says no, as the Pioneers will continue their drive at the 32. And this one is getting very ugly. A throw out of bounds conserves time for the Pioneers to put up another score. So here is 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line now. And Stafford is intercepted at the line of scrimmage. Our first lineman pick in the MNFL. And it goes to, oh my gosh. That is not who you would expect to catch that ball. That was Garnick. And oh my goodness. The pressure certainly got home for the Black Knights, and Kyler Murray knows a little too much about pressure. The picks, the sacks, the fumbles, which he tried to take that one himself, but the point still stands. I mean, they've had very much trouble with the ball as far as passing or running goes, as James Conner will go ahead and pick him up 7, as it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Black Knights, who are trailing now by 3 touchdowns. So they're going to have to take some deep shots right about now. I mean, I would certainly take them with the time stop right there. I mean, you don't have very much time left. You've got to start taking shots to get yourself back into this game if you're going to even remotely have a chance to come back here. So 2nd down, Connor makes a nice little juke right there, and there's a player down for the Pioneers. It's Young, and I believe that is a linebacker for the Pioneers, so that is going to hurt, as 3rd and 3 rolls around. Connor will take it for a 1st down at the 41-yard line, and Connor has been on top of it as far as getting 1st downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the, oh dude, 1st and 10 for the Black Knights, and they just threw a pick. Omar Spates with the interception. So the lineman pick doesn't end up getting points. It only results in Kyler Murray throwing himself a pick straight to a linebacker. And McBride was forced to tackle him. Of course, Stafford has had himself a game. Other than that lineman interception, I mean, he's got Robinson, Cooper Kupp. I mean, at this point, everybody's getting a touchdown on the Pioneers offense. Maybe looking to get Puka Nakua in next to finish their 1-2-3 punch. And a big hit right there. He'll still go for 2. But he made Kyron Williams spin around like a little ballerina. As it'll be 2nd and 8. Again, have to be careful with the deep shot. They're going to run, though. Kyron Williams taking advantage of it. And they'll pick up a 1st down at the 49-yard line. Here's an injury on the Black Knights. It seems to be a very contagious thing right now, as injuries have just gone around each per team. And we're going to have to spend a while with that. But look at that catch. Defense is celebrating, but I mean, they have the right to. It was a 1-yard catch, but a very impressive 1-yard catch, if I do say so myself, as this throw is caught at the 35-yard line. And the Pioneers are taking first down after first down. And Kyron Williams getting shifty with it. Stiff arms the man. And he will get to the 21-yard line. And there is a secondary injury. And it seems to be something wrong with either his shoulder or his collarbone. We'll figure it out coming up in the post-game show as Omaha throwing, and it'll be 7 yards, 14-yard line there as Robinson gets it into the red zone inside the 15 there. And the Pioneers looking like they have another chance to score as it's going to be first and goal once again. Pioneers certainly not slowing down at all. The third quarter has been brutal for the Black Knights, and I can certainly see some complaints about the time rule change, as they would have just liked to have this game over by now, but there's still, there's still a little bit of time for the Pioneers to improve. There's Puka Nakua, who they're still trying to get a touchdown catch to. A good play by Murphy Bunning to get him out at the 5. And it will not be another snap. So Puka Nakua catches the end of the quarter. 24-3. An alignment pick for the Black Knights ends up just resulting in another Kyler Murray pick down the line. So the Pioneers have been successful in all categories. We're talking offense, we're talking defense, the whole picture. As it's an empty set for Stafford. Throws, and that would have been an interception. And that would have been their road to a touchdown, quite possibly. And now it'll be a kick to put it to 27-3, and they'll nail it right there. I mean, this game has been a slaughter. 22-yard line, 22-yard kick right there to make the difference. 24 points. And the Omaha Pioneers have had no answer to it. Or, I'm sorry, the Black Knights have had no answer to it. A couple of picks here and there, but really, Kyler Murray's just worried about getting out of this game alive right now. I mean, the amount of times that Murray has been under pressure, thrown a pick. I mean, honestly, take your pick at this point, as Wilson will catch the ball to make it 1st and 10 at the 41. If you're ever going to score in this game, it certainly would be now. 5 wide. Murray stays in the pocket, throws. That pass is caught. It's going to be Wilson once again down to the 32. So now it seems like the Black Knights are getting in a rhythm, but I'm afraid it will be a garbage time Tundy if they can get one, as Murray will throw this one out of bounds. No intentional grounding called. I was expecting a little bit there, but here's Murray. That pass is caught by McBride, and he gets lit up past the first down marker at the 22-yard line. Makes it first down for the Black Knights. Looking to get in the red zone here. They will, and McBride carrying it even further to the 6-yard line. So San Antonio will end their drought possibly right here They've only had a field goal this whole game. Can they get in? And the answer right there was no. Bobby Brown the third absolutely shutting that one down as soon as it even got started. Looks like a five-man rush possible. It will happen. And that is going to be another TFL. That's Kinchins on the sack, or not the sack, the TFL there. And it'll be third and goal at the 8. Murray lines up under center, looking to throw. Pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Marvin Harrison Jr., but Kobe Durant getting in the way. And it'll be fourth and goal. And first down for the Pioneers, and that should just about do it. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left in this game, and that's how you know it's bad, is when I have to say something like, that should do it, with a little over 8 minutes left. I mean, this game has certainly been a slaughter. And Stafford at the head of it, as they're left with little breathing room here. They'll go ahead and hand this one off to Kyron Williams, who has had himself a day, as Sean Murphy Bunting has certainly held this team at least a little bit. I wouldn't say carried them because, well, you see the score, but it's 27-3 ball game. Kyron Williams has his first rushing touchdown in this game. I mean, at this point, they're just spreading the wealth, and it'll be another first down for Kyron Williams. At this point, I don't see why they wouldn't put some backups in, let them get some reps. But I assume they will do that whenever they get into an open field situation, and it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Pioneers. Handoff to Kyron Williams. They'll put 3 yards on the gain, and it'll be 3rd and 6. Certainly drain a lot of clock on this drive with a conversion here. And Stafford sacked. That'll be, I believe, their 3rd today. And Stafford finally seeing it a little bit from Kyler Murray's side. Just disregard all the picks he's thrown. And that's what you got. Kyler Murray was one of the better passing quarterbacks in the league just a few years ago in the NFL. And James Conner today, he has had quite the heavy workload. 23 rushes and only 67 yards to have for it. And Wilson will pick up a first down. We've seen how that went for the Black Knights the last time they had consecutive first downs. But I think the stance is, even though it might be a garbage time touchdown, you give yourself a little bit of hope going into the next one that you can, in fact, score quality touchdowns when you need to. As, I mean, no one wants to start off 0-2. when you start off 0-2, there's very minimalistic chances of making it into the playoffs afterwards. And then if you go 0-3, well, you can plan on having a pretty bad year unless you can come back from it, which again is very minimalistic. I believe you have to go at least, I think it's 0-9 to end up being out of the playoffs for good, and it will be an injury timeout for the Pioneers. That's the only concerning thing so far for them, as the Black Knights will get this throw off to McBride on 2nd and 17. He'll end up getting 3rd and 9 right there at the 44. So here is 3rd and 9. Murray slings it sideline. It's caught to Marvin Harrison, but I mean, honestly, at this point, he'd be better off traded to a different team. I mean, we've seen what this guy can do at the Ohio State University, so I mean, right there, he helps out a little bit, and it's certainly nice seeing him suit back up in red for the Black Knights. Sure, he loves it too. What a catch right there from McBride. And this team, I mean, where were these catches before? That's my question. You know, where were these catches when you needed them most? Because they seem to be coming out pretty pretty garbage time right now, and I think they just put their backup in at quarterback. They did. Tell you who that is at the end of the game with 30 seconds left. And that is going to be another sack, and the Pioneers will just have to take a knee to end this game. And it is a ugly one in the division. Certainly don't want losses like this inside, I mean, your own division. When you see a division clash, you usually think, oh, it's going to be a close game because, well, it's a rivalry. Certainly not the case here, as the Pioneers just took the top off of this team early and put themselves in a position to win at all times. And it'll be 27-3 your final score. The Pioneers with a blowout in week 2. Put their name back up on the map. Matthew Stafford ended up throwing a pretty good game. The exact stats coming up soon, but I'm sure he was well over 300 for this one. Kyron Williams finally gets his desired touchdown run in week 2. And Kyler Murray, is it line problems or what's going on here? More to find out here, as Clayton Tune was the man that took over after Hopkins went out. I don't know if they just decided to give the backup reps or what happened. Like I said, we'll go through and look, but don't know what happened. Matthew Stafford, I know this, ended up throwing for 2 touchdowns, 283 yards, and 64.5 completion percentage today. And moment of truth. Yes, Kyler Murray is injured I'm going to make an inactive list at the end of this week, which is very, very soon. Kyler Murray will probably be on there, sadly, and Clayton Tune certainly not want to hear that as well, because he had a horrible look there, and you can kind of see where this game got out of hand basically all throughout. They scored in all 3 quarters of the game, including a Kyron Williams rush, Cooper with a 3-yard pass, a 40-yard, 56-yard field goal from both teams. Demarcus Robinson ended up surprising everybody with a huge 65-yard pass from Matthew Stafford. And Cardi ended up kicking a field goal in the fourth at 11:53. But as far as that goes, the notable injuries have been listed, and the Black Knights gonna need to adjust very soon. I'm Cab from the MNFL, and I will see you later from San Antonio. Later, guys.